We're kind of talking about Chateau Noir and the whole concept of fine dining and what fine dining really is, and how we're gonna elevate our restaurant to a different level. And I think that fine dining, for me, fine dining is about the experience that you get when you go somewhere. Not necessarily that you spend $100,000 for a meal or anything else like that, but it's how you never have to ask for your water glass to be filled. When you come in the door, people know who you are, they know your name, just things of that nature. They know your preferences. You kind of take them to a different level when they come to your restaurant. So that's my interpretation of fine dining.
But doesn't that go with the price tag?
It doesn't necessarily have to go with a price tag because, and I tell people this, and Melvin will know, in New York there's a McDonald's that has a piano bar in it, white tablecloth, and they're selling the same Big Macs that everybody else is selling.
But that's not fine dining.
But it is an elevation of what they have. It's a perception. It's about perception.
Okay, so
what does it mean to you?
Fine dining.
Yes.
First.
Yes.
Is the ambiance.
Okay.
First.
The atmosphere of when you walk in the door.
First.
Kind of transports you to someplace else.
You can translate that any way you want.
Okay.
Mine is atmosphere.
Okay.
Secondly, is the price tag.
Really?
Really.
So the more you pay,
the more I expect.
Yes.
Really?
Oh, off the gate. Because if I go to, for example, they may have good food there, but it might not cost a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as the McDonald's, yes, it's a very pretty McDonald's, but it's in Midtown Manhattan, and they want to look like they're special, but it's McDonald's. And if somebody thinks that they're eating a better burger,
I don't know whether, but it's not. I don't know. See, that's the whole thing. I don't know whether it's about a better burger. I think it's just about. I think it's just what the. Okay. So
wait.
Let
me answer your question.
Okay.
Answer your question.
Okay.
Fine dining to me is
yes.
The ambiance, what you see when you get in there.
Okay.
The attire of the staff.
Okay.
Oh yes.
And the price tag of the food.
Okay.
Now, I might not agree with it.
Okay.
However, water in a certain restaurant
Should not come out the tap.
Water in a certain restaurant, they'll charge you
Sure.
$5 for the bottle.
Yes.
And it's the same bottle you can buy at Walmart. Now, it's also the price same bottle you can buy at any McDonald's. But because you're there, they're going to charge you $3 for that $1.50 bottle of water. That's fine dining. Now, my fine dining, what differentiates fine dining from a regular restaurant is, off the gate, to me, the price. And here's my synopsis. If you got to ask how much it costs, you can't afford to go there. That's fine dining.
Okay, so if you go to a restaurant that provides you with a $150 steak, does that make it fine dining?
Yes.
But
yes.
if you can get
But
the
I
same...
expect a certain level.
Hold on, let me ask this question. I know where it's going. So if the steak is market price $150,
Okay.
boom. I expect the whole picture to represent why I'm giving you $150 for this steak.
Okay,
Yes.
so when we talk about our restaurant, what does that mean? So if we charge...
It's a fine dining restaurant?
But yes.
Okay.
So if you talk about what you're doing, what does that mean? Like why does it have to... It's like working in a hotel. You can go to the restaurant in a hotel. Stop. Wait. Stop. I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
You can go to a restaurant in a hotel, and you can get a plate of chicken for $12.
Yup.
As soon as you say, I want to have a wedding, that same plate of chicken is $65. The same chicken is $65. It doesn't elevate it because you charge more. You just charging more because it's a certain circumstance.
Right.
So do we want people to, it isn't, because do we want people to come to us because we charge them triple the amount
No,
for
it's
the
about
same
the
thing?
overall.
But
it's
that's
about
what
the
I'm saying.
overall.
So for me, and this is why we're having this discussion, so that as we move forward and we look at this, we can say, okay, and you might say, you have your interpretation, and I know you have your. You might say, fine dining to me is that there is a flower on every table, or there is lighting on every table, or the
There's
table.
a violin in the background.
Exactly.
Right.
So
Okay.
that might elevate it, but for me, I think it's when people come in the door, they expect that level of service to be way more.
Because it
Because
costs
of the,
more.
because it costs
But
more.
I don't-
You're not expecting the hostess at Red Robin to know your name.
But at the same time, you don't have to make a reservation at Red Robin. But for our restaurant, you'll have to make a reservation.
Okay, hold on.
You know what I'm saying? So I know when Mr. Bland and his wife will come. Oh, hey, Mr. Bland.
Let me rewind a little bit.
Okay.
Rewind a little bit.
Okay.
'Cause I'm going to from some past experiences. And I'm glad you made the chicken reference.
Mm-hmm.
One thing we cannot do, suggestion, is don't compare a restaurant to a hotel restaurant.
Why?
Because
It's a different
a hotel restaurant, for example, we've been to restaurants at a bunch of Marriotts,
Mhm.
and I bet you the restaurant at the W is not the same.
But it's the same chicken. The
Hold
Hotel
on,
Derek,
hold on,
Hotel Zaza.
hold on.
They're not buying different types
Right,
of
but
chicken.
see, you're talking about it from a chef's view.
And that's
I'm
why
talking
we're all
about it,
together.
but I'm talking about it from the customer's
Customer's
view.
standpoint.
Okay.
Now, from the customer's view, you know the chicken is
It's the
one
same.
box.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
It's a 40-pound
Right.
box of legs, wings, and
Plain
thighs.
chicken from Joey's farm down the
Yeah,
road.
exactly.
And I tell you, this is shipped in from Mulan and it was farm raised.
But that's
and
lying. But that's
It's not lying. It's my commercial.
Okay.
Just like today, real story, I'm selling crab cakes in HEB. My thing was, they make these right here in the fish market. Now, is it a lie? Yes and no.
No,
They-
because they probably fry them in the fish market.
They're in frying, they're raw.
Oh my God.
What they did was,
Okay.
they packaged them
But I,
in the fish market. They did not make them.
yes.
So now, for you, the consumer, they did make them because they don't come that way. So we constructed. Hold on, you're going with your chicken thing. We constructed it. Now, is that totally true? No, but the perception is you can't buy no else like this because
Okay.
we made it. Now, my point is,
But does it make it better if you sell it for $12 or $50 because you say you made it?
yes.
Yes.
Why?
Because it's like getting a steak on a garbage can lid or platter.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Same steak,
I guess.
but it's a presentation.
So,
now,
so it's like
you
this.
have to right now. What you
If
cannot
you
do.
walked into Rudy's Barbecue and they said, okay, your dinner is going to be $85, you would look at them and go, this is a
For
buffet
what?
line. This is a cafeteria line. Why am I giving you 80? Perfect example, when I picked up the pizza the other day, the guy was like, okay, your total's $44. And I was like, that's not our pizza.
You say 40.90?
$44.
Yeah.
I said, that's not our pizza.
How about this? Let's go to real thing. We're not gonna talk hypothetical all day because then we go back to hypothetical. Right now, Clovers. It's a chicken wing. It's a chicken strip place.
Okay.
Clovers.
Okay.
They're all around here.
Okay.
They sell chicken strips.
Like Raising Cane's.
Something like that.
Okay. Okay.
They just chicken strips. Now, since I've worked in the restaurant behind the scenes and blah blah blah, I am incapable of buying a chicken strip for $7. No matter how you present it.
But that's what I'm saying.
But see, it's only because of my view and I've been in that water. If I've never been behind a restaurant, I wouldn't understand the markup.
Okay.
So as a customer, and I learned from him, a shot of liquor pays for the bottle.
Sure.
Yes.
Now,
The rest pays for your overhead.
and see,
your
but
employees.
that's the business thing. That's behind house. As a consumer, I'm damaged now because I learned from Jay the money and the business of restaurateur.
Right.
So what differentiates
perception and price.
Okay,
Off
so
the
if
gate.
the perception is that you're going into some place and getting something, why does it have to come at a premium? Why can't you provide